nobody wants to ride the bus because the bus doesn't take you right where you want to go. It takes you close, but then it drops you off, and you've got to get off, and you got to figure out how you get there, and then you got to ride the bus back, and then.
And I think it's so important for people to remember, like, this is not an end all be all. Like,
that's what's so important about voting is it is riding the bus. It gets you close to where you want to go. It's never going to get you exactly where you want to go. That's why you keep voting and trying to get that bus to work better, to get it closer to where you want to go.
Yeah.
But knowing that it's not perfect, knowing that it doesn't work right now, knowing that it's going to take iterations in order to improve it and make the schedule more efficient.
And I think how important it is, too, for people to remember all that we've had to go through. All that so many have had to go through. I mean, this is what, 50 years now? I think we're finally just celebrating women being able to go out and, like, get a loan for their house and stuff. Like, this was just passed in, like, the 70s, for crying out loud.
Well, someone said to me a couple of months ago that, I don't think democracy is worth it. I think that, it's just not worth the effort. And, it made me think, like...
Good Lord.
Wow. Yeah, no, seriously. It's like, this guy's kind of on the right. But, I didn't have the words at the time, but the words I ended up coming up with were, that's the point. Our founding fathers didn't make this shit because it was perfect. They made it because it was an experiment, and that experiment is still ongoing. And we're part of the piece of figuring out how to make that thing actually do the things that we want it to do, and protect people's freedoms and liberties and rights. And not fall back into, one guy decides all the rules and enforces all the rules, and you can't do shit about it other than kill him, I guess.
Yeah. There's so many things that are so reminiscent to our past, from where we were at with the Civil War to where we were at with the Revolutionary War.
It doesn't change. It's the same stories over and over again.
But isn't it so ironic, too, that so many people that are claiming and crying and screaming about being so nationalistic and being such patriots for their country are also the ones that haven't a damn idea what history actually has meant for getting us to this point. I mean, so many nations before us have risen, fallen, been taken over, come back, gone through hell and back. We're not even close to being 500 years yet. Like, we are the infants of the world, and we're over here trying to figure things out, and at the same time being like, I don't get why we can't get it together. We're young. We're still trying to figure things out.
We're still trying to walk out right and shitting ourselves.
But don't you think by this point in time, by now, we should have at least tried out a female president when you consider how large the demographic of women actually is in this country?
No, that's for fucking Europeans.
And it's working out pretty well for a lot of them, honestly.